strokes trailing off the page. She didn't say anything, just watched, arms crossed, brow furrowed, concern written across her face. The door clicked shut behind him. Something's off, and this time I'm not letting it slide, she thought. Later that night, Serena lay awake in the guest room bed, staring at the ceiling. He's been getting more and more tired by the day, and we've only got a month and a measly week left before the entrance exam starts. What's going on with him? She wondered. Tick, tock, tick, tock. The sound of the ticking clock on the wall grated on her nerves. Each click tugged at her eyebrow with a twitch, a nervous tick she couldn't suppress, every second feeling louder than the last. Ugh, I can't take this anymore. She sat up in bed, rubbing her face in distress. In her pajamas, tight boxer shorts, and a thin strap top clung lightly to her as she jumped out of bed. Clank! A metallic sound rang out, followed by a muffled "och" coming from Remy's room. What is he doing there? She wondered. Curiosity edging out her irritation, Serena tiptoed out of her room quietly, barefoot, her steps barely making any sound against the floor tiles. As she crept through the hallway, silent, sharp-eyed, and focused, like a feline approaching her prey, she froze mid-step. What am I doing? What do teenage boys do at night when they're stressed out? Her face turned beet red, a stream of hot, vapor-like manna hissing from her ears. What am I thinking? This is wrong, totally wrong. Not my business. Nope, not doing this. I'm not that kind of girl. I'm his mentor, a professional. I'm not invading his, whatever this is, private time. A voice creeped out from his room. Almost done. Yes. Just a little more and I'm finished. Hee. Remy's tone was low and eerily giddy, almost villain-like. A drop of sweat slided down her cheek. What in the realms is he doing in there? Serena couldn't fight her curiosity any longer. Her pride, her better judgment, even her morals, all surrendered to the sheer need to know. She could hear her heart pounding, loud, fast, like a war drum. Sweat trailed down her temple, dripping like she was in the final stretch of a no-man marathon. A faint, flickering light leaked through the cracks of Remy's door, casting strange shapes on the floor. It pulsed, like something alive. She opened the door slightly, just enough to peek inside. Then, BAM! A blinding flash of light erupted from within, followed by a deep, thrumming hum of concentrated mana. The wave of energy hit her like a shock, pushing her back a step as her hair and clothes rustled from the pressure. A strange mass of material hovered in the air in Remy's room, shapeless, glowing, pulsing with unstable mana. Then, slowly, it began to stabilize, shifting, condensing, until it touched the ground in the form of a small, four-legged droid. Without warning, it sprouted mechanical wings like a bird and took off, circling the room once in a smooth, gliding motion. Mid-flight, it shifted again, its form shrinking into a small mouse-like creature, then growing into the shape of a cat. It sat down calmly, raised one paw, and began imitating a grooming motion, licking it with mechanical precision. Serena's jaw dropped. What is that thing? Her eyes widened. Oh my gods, it's so cute. Without thinking, she rushed in, scooped the shifting creature into her arms, and started hugging it like a plush toy. It purred, then sank its teeth into her thumb like a gremlin on a hunger spree. Ow, ow, ow! That hurts! Serena yelped as the cat-shaped construct chomped down lightly on her hand. Hey, stop it! You little... The creature leapt from her grasp and scurried across the floor, gobbling up mana crystal shards and stray mechanical bits like snacks. Its body pulsed with light, shifting, reshaping itself. In a blink, it evolved into a small puppy with sleek, metallic gold circuit lines glowing beneath the surface. It jumped effortlessly onto Remy's lap, tail wagging, eyes glowing like twin mana cores. Its gaze locked onto him. Then, in a soft, synthesized voice, it spoke. Hello, creator. Please assign designation. May I request a name? They both froze for a long second. The thing. It speaks? They exclaimed in disbelief. Remy startled, Serena even more so. He stared down at the creature, eyes wide. Then slowly, his expression shifted, like a mad scientist with a proud grin freshly formed on his face. EV0, he said. Your name's EV0. The creature blinked, then let out a happy electronic bark. Designation accepted, EV0. Serena gave him a blank stare. Evo? Seriously? Couldn't you have gone with literally anything less lame sounding? Hey, Remy protested. hugging the little pup defensively. It comes from Evolving Volition version 0, a mana science paper about sentient constructs. It's legit. His voice trailed off, softening near the end, face flushed with embarrassment. It's from Father's unfinished research. I thought I could. He didn't finish. His expression darkened, as if lost in thought. Evo's tail stopped wagging. The little creature tilted its head. A quiet pause settled in the room. A soft sigh escaped Serena. Ha, at least now I know what you've been doing all these nights. What a relief. I thought you were… Gosh! She paused, brushing the sweat from her brow. Doing something else, maybe? Remy blinked, swiftly turning his head to face her. Wait, what did you think I was doing? Nothing. Forget it. She spun around in a flustered panic and rushed toward the hall. Hey, don't dodge the question. Remy chased after her, his face flushed for entirely different reasons now. Slam. The guest room door shut just before he could reach it. Good night, Remy, she shouted through the door. He stood there, stunned. What the heck was she thinking about? He muttered under his breath, cheeks burning bright red, still ruminating at the thought. Anyways, I'm spent. I should just try to go back to sleep. Almost forgot about you. Well then, good night, little crystal, puppy. Scratch that. It totally sounds wrong. Sticking with my pick. Good night, Evo. Remy collapsed onto his bed and fell asleep almost instantly, leaving the freshly awakened mana crystal with nothing else to do but supervise him, as he slipped into yet another dream. I can't remember exactly how much time has passed. Many camps were built, so many it almost looks like a cluster of cities from up here on the mountain. Our numbers grew after we learned to manage the chaos lurking in our minds and hearts. But then, strange changes started appearing across our bodies. I tried counting, just so I wouldn't forget. I tried writing things down. But for some strange reason, every time I write in this world, the letters eventually blur. It's been 33,550,337, give or take one. But what did that number represent? Days, weeks, months? It's all so blurry now. I don't even remember my name anymore. All I remember is that we survived. But I don't recognize the face in this river's reflection. Is it me? Who am I? What's that sound? Why are they hitting the crystal structures again? As I descend from the mountain, I feel a breeze from wings, my own, flapping behind me. I'd forgotten how much my body had changed. The air used to be clean here. Now it's thick, foggy. The light, once a blazing sun, is now red, weak. I glance back at the mountain peak. Atop it stands a roof held by pillars. I remember creating it from the earth the day crimson droplets rained from the sky. Something terrible must have happened that day, but not here, somewhere far away. At least that's what I felt. Never mind, I have to stop the little ones. Hey, what are you doing? Stop hitting the crystals again. The voices, we can't stop them. There's too much, the sensation too strong. We have to break free. Stop it. Every time you hit them, I feel it in my chest. It hurts. But we must find a way out. I said stop. But you made a promise to us. That voice, it's familiar. I turned to see their faces, twisted, scaly, and dreadful, but once, I think I knew them. Each of their gazes burned with something different. Somehow I could distinguish each one. Apathy, gluttony, cowardice, cruelty, pride, delusion, greed, envy, wrath, duplicity, despair, and finally hate. Each emotion focused as if collected in their core and festered over unthinkable amounts of time. You promised us a solution. You said our safety would be guaranteed. You lied to all of us, and now it's too late. We'll make our own way out. Then they struck me, with stones, fire, and lightning. I collapsed in a pool of my own blood, feeling every blow. After some moments, they stopped hitting me. Instead, they turned to the children and led them straight to the crystal pillars that encircled our city. The ones I'd always felt so deeply connected to, the ones I believed, were protecting us from something. With their fists consumed by rage and overwhelmed by desperation, they struck them. And as the first crystalline pillar cracked, a black mist burst forth, engulfing those who struck it. They began to change. Horns twisted out from their skulls, fangs split through their jaws. Wings, once white, now blackened, each feather falling like ash. And when they shattered the first pillar, the one I discovered long ago, the one that had shared its warmth with me, something inside me broke. I felt it. The warmth, the balance, the silence in my mind, leaving my body. The emotions I had kept at bay surged back all at once. But through the flood, only one thought echoed loud and clear. Vengeance, I screamed. My wings erupted wide, and as I rose above the ruins, I commanded the sun to fall, to crash down upon them and destroy what little remained of what I once called the final barrier. A robotic voice woke Remy from his nightmare. Master, permission to adjust home environment for improved sleep conditions. This may reduce the likelihood of further nightmare incidents during deep sleep cycles. Remy, still half asleep, answered with mild annoyance. Yeah, whatever, Evo, just keep it down, all right? Ugh, I hate these dreams. Why do I keep having them? Ever since I was little, I've always had them. He trails off mid-sentence, slipping back into his sleep,